Welcome into a brand new episode of WSITV. Enjoy the show. Hey everyone, welcome back to WSITV. Today Lea and I are on Bishop's Move, which I'm sure you know that is Jordan's show, but do you want to go ahead and tell the viewers why Jordan can't be here right now, Lea?
So Jordan's getting ready for Annual Wealth Summit.
Yes.
It's only 3 weeks out now.
Yes.
So lots of planning going on, so he's off doing that, so we're going to cover his show for him. He's brought us some really interesting stuff that we're going to show off to you guys, but he's sorry he can't be here today.
Yes, so before we do get into that great story Jordan brought us, we do have to remind you to please log on to WSITV.com. You can get access to the WSI Vault, you get all of our free daily newsletters, and all of the new hard-hitting updates as we get them in. So definitely go ahead and sign up for that whenever you get a chance.
Yeah.
But we're just going to jump right in. Lea, do you want to go ahead and tell us what Jordan brought us today?
Yeah, so we were having a discussion the other day about the concept of services over products and investing in service-based companies over product-based companies, because you don't have the same overhead when it comes to services versus products, and especially with all the trade tensions going on right now, a lot of physical products are taking a toll on them.
Yes,
so
for sure.
Yeah, but the services, they're not affected by any trade relations. So
that's definitely a good thing that we should get into as we're going through these trade deals that's happening. You're getting those updates kind of on the daily, and you don't really know which way we're swaying. So definitely we're going to try and find something that's going to be more immune to that.
Yeah.
So due to the trade war, you're going to go ahead and tell us a little bit more about why these services aren't going to be as effective.
Yeah, so a lot of taxes have been put in place already on consumer goods, and on top of that, there's more that are being planned to go into effect on December 15th. Taylor and I have been bringing you guys deals on how to get away from those affected prices, because there is a lot that's starting to be affected. A lot of just regular household items are being taxed, which means that they're more expensive for the consumer, and that also means the companies that are making them are suffering and their stocks are showing it, and we don't want to invest in that. But with services, even if they're based in another country, there's no way to tax that the way that you can tax physical goods. So we're going to kind of lean into that service sector.
Yes, that's awesome. Great advice. And as you were saying, there are some things that you're going to start seeing price changes on. So like the average American can expect their annual expenses to increase like a couple $100s just from these trade tensions. So it's definitely not just affecting the company that you're investing in, which is obviously very important, but also these things are coming down and trickling down to the consumer and to you. So we're definitely going to try and show you how to avoid both of those kind of blowbacks from this trade tension.
Absolutely.
So what can we do as we're going into this? What's the course of action?
Yeah, so a lot of people are going to their safe stocks, flocking to gold, jumping ship on the stock market entirely. But the S&P is up. Like the market looks the market looks great. You just have to go to the right kinds of stocks that are safe from this uncertainty that we're in the middle of.
For sure.
And so a lot of companies that provide services are already based in the US, which is a huge plus.
For sure.
And then if you're just offering software and services, one, it's an easier way to be a strong company because you don't have the same overhead of building up an inventory. And then also you're free from, one of the big things that's hitting us right now actually is the taxes on metals.
Oh, okay.
And so a lot of companies, that's why we saw kind of a dip in manufacturing.
For sure.
Is because metal is being taxed heavily, both from the EU and from China. But if you don't have any physical product, that doesn't matter to you.
Yeah, so why technology? What is it about software as a service that's definitely going to make sure that we kind of stay away from the storm that's blowing over?
So there's a lot of different service companies that you can get into, and we definitely recommend looking at all of them in all different sectors. But today we're looking specifically at technology. So with technology, you have such a wide range of options because technology is central to everybody's life. There is no way to avoid it. It has taken over. I mean, just look at Apple and Microsoft. They're some of the biggest companies in the world. They're valued at like over $1 trillion.
Yes, at the very least.
So they're huge companies, and every single one of us has a computer, a tablet, a phone.
Mm-hmm.
And the great thing about technology is we already have those physical products.
For sure.
So the companies are suffering a little bit from producing those physical products.
Mm-hmm.
Mac had a big sale on computers and tablets.
Yes.
And Apple in general is having really, really great pre-Black Friday sales.
Yes.
And it's suspected that that's either because they over-ordered before the tariffs went into place. And Jordan and I were talking about this actually, about how that it's either because they over-ordered or they're trying to make up for the revenue that they're losing in producing things now. And they just had the new iPhone come out before the tariffs went into place. So that this is really affecting that industry, especially because all of those physical pieces, all the metals are coming from China. But because we already have all of this tech, what we need, especially as the prices hike up, as the physical tech gets more expensive, is not new technology. We need things to keep our current technology running. So services, updates, apps, all of that. And so that industry is really surging.
Yeah, awesome. So what does that mean for the investor?
Yeah, so for the investor, this means that you need to look in this industry. Tech has been a big stock for the last decade or so.
Yeah, for sure, I would say so.
Yeah, and I mean, we had the tech bubble burst just under 20 years ago. It was about 18 years ago.
I would say about that.
Yeah, so that happened back when tech was first surging, but since then it's had a huge comeback, and it's, like I said, it's everywhere. And so this is a really strong area to go into, and then we have some recommendations for you guys, as always. So first we want to show you what not to do. So when we say invest in tech stocks, we're not saying the physical tech stocks. We have an example of a poor stock that has that has suffered from the trade tension specifically. It's Micron Technology, and they specialize in the creation of flash drives. And all of their production is through China, and it requires a lot of the metals that are being taxed to create these little flash drives. And so we have a stock for you. Yeah, so this is not what we want to see. So they had a strong run and they were gaining. You can see,
uptrend,
because tech is a good investment. But when the trade tensions were first announced, you see this dip, and then it just hasn't recovered. It started around August or September of 2018, and it's just kept on suffering. And it's gotten better, but there's just no certainty there. And it's going to be that way with a lot of big tech companies. But with the service side,
Apple kind of is more immune to that because they have these reach that they can do, and they can move their Mac production to Texas, which is what I saw, and things like that. But looks like Micron is still kind of wobbling. They haven't figured out who they are in the trade war world yet. So we definitely want to avoid stuff like this. And like you said, software as a service is definitely kind of the better option than someone like this.
Absolutely. So we have a couple good stocks for you.
Of course.
So we have Teledyne Technologies, which is a little bit in the physical side of things, but they have a deal with the U.S. Army, and they provide for the military. So they do a lot of the engineering and aerospace defense electronics for all of our planes, all of our, just anything that has to do with the military. It's a really big deal. So already, you know that this is kind of a safe stock, because if our government is invested in it, then they're going to do everything that they can to make sure this company continues to succeed.
For sure.
And in addition to that, they help with a lot of software and applications that are servicing the general public. So it's just a wide-reaching company. And then we have LivePerson, which is actually developing AI technology, which is really cool. And it's an app that will be uploaded to already existing hard drives and computers and stuff like your phone. So it's kind of like a more in-depth version of Siri. It's all about voice recognition and being able to even tell like different emotions from people that are speaking to it. So that's really cool.
That's exciting.
And then our last one's a little bit out there, but it's Match.com. I'm sure you heard of that. But online matchmaking is a huge service, and we have a whole bunch of apps out there. There's also we have Bumble and
Tinder.
So there's
like that,
so there's tons of them out there. But Match is one of the first, and it shows it in its chart.
So we want to take a look. The first one that we have is Teledyne Technologies. Like Leah was saying, we had a 161% increase since 2017, which obviously if you had invested in 2017, all tech stocks were kind of looking good. We weren't really worried about trade tensions like this, but if you had picked this diamond in the rough at that point, you would have gotten the 160% increase in just a little over 3 years. So
and the really cool thing about this stock is where we looked at Micron, and you can see that dip in 2019. You can see here that it really started to surge with Teledyne in the same space that Micron wavered. So that just makes it stand out.
For sure.
And then we have Live Person, which is the AI technology, and this is a newer company. They first started in 2014,
Gotcha.
so new on the scene. And there is a little bit of a wobble in this chart, but it's still staying above that growth line, and so it's bouncing off, which is a good sign. And it's actually seen a 434% increase since 2017. So I think that speaks for itself.
Yes, I think that is worth a little bit of worrying through the dips and ebbs
absolutely.
and flows.
And then our last one is Match, which saw a 346% increase since 2017. And again, just a really, really strong chart.
Sure.
It's just been steady, and if we were to follow this back all the way to when the company first started, it's had a pretty strong chart.
Wow, awesome. So Lea brought it to you guys first. We did hear it through Jordan, but she's kind of done the research and the legwork for you, so you can see these companies that are offering software as a service. They're your better options, your safer options for the trade tensions that we're going through right now. And of course, we are going to keep our eyes on this, keep a lookout for Informer Spotlight. We're going to keep updating you on things that you can save on just in your daily life, but also keep your eyes on the stock market, the sectors that are kind of being impacted, and the ones that are kind of blowing by and not really impacted. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much for bringing us this story, Lea. We're going to have to tell Jordan everything that went down, and of course he misses seeing you guys, and he's going to be back very, very soon. We do hope that you do join us at the annual Wealth Summit. We're going to link that for you if you would like to reserve your seat. The seats are going very, very quickly.
Yes.
But we do look forward to seeing you there. If you've already bought your ticket, let us know. We're very excited.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Is there anything else you want to add, Lea?
No, I think that's about it. But we wish you guys luck investing.
Yes,
so
of course.
We'll see you next week.
See you soon.
Thanks for watching the latest episode of WSITV. Be sure to visit WSITVcom, where you can subscribe for free with no contract and gain instant access to the secrets of self-made millionaires via the WSITV Vault. So go ahead and claim this gift for free now at WSITV.com.